We also think about Carlos Tavares as this is basically his last year and a half as CEO. We know that John Elkann, the chairman, is looking for his replacement.
2024 is a year that would rather be forgotten by Carlos Tavares, as Stellantis has announced some shocking news about him that nobody expected. But what really pushed Stellantis to this brink? Was it the mounting pressure from shareholders, the relentless scrutiny from regulators, or something else entirely? Carlos began his illustrious career in the automotive business by working at Renault, and following several disagreements, Carlos had to leave Renault to become CEO of PUOSAA in 2014. Under his direction, the company flourished and eventually merged with Fiat Chrysler Automobiles FCA in 2021 to become Stellantis. Since then, Carlos has been instrumental in the company's expansion, making Stellantis the fourth largest automaker globally. Apparently, Carlos's ability to restructure businesses and boost profitability earned him widespread recognition, and despite the industry's transition to electric cars, EVs, and mounting market difficulties, he played a key role in making Stellantis undeniably outstanding. But even as one of the biggest automakers in the world, Stellantis has experienced tremendous changes in recent years, including a series of recalls, a decline in stock prices, and now another significant development. Stellantis reveals news at a crucial moment: the retirement of its CEO, Carlos Tavares. Being the head of a large automaker is not an easy task, and many have accused Carlos of being responsible for Stellantis' plummeting profitability. Even Shawn Fain, the president of the United Car Workers Union, UAW, claims that his leadership of the car giant is piss poor. And now the corporation is working to revive its operations, and also Carlos's retirement, which is planned to happen in 2026. And as part of a larger executive shakeup, this saga has sprung up a heated atmosphere for the company. As it is, Stellantis has been in the news a lot lately, but not in ways that the business's executives, shareholders, and rank-and-file employees would find appealing. Not only that, for the carmaker that owns the Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, and Fiat brands, it has been a noisy, tumultuous, and problematic year, with so much uncertainty about what the future holds. That aside, Stellantis had recently experienced a downward trend in both sales and market share. Its sales loss towards the end of 2023 made it even worse, not just with Ford, Toyota, and General Motors, but also with South Korea's Hyundai. Since then, not only have Stellantis sales dropped in the U.S. stock market, the firm has recently lost market share to Honda. However, things weren't always like this, because Carlos has made tremendous progress in the company to the extent that he received a $39.5 million bonus package from Stellantis' spectacular profits some time ago, which were about $20 billion and an 11% increase over the previous years. But not so much now. Carlos is now under criticism because the company's profits have drastically decreased, leading to the business reducing its financial projections. Following this financial blow, Stellantis' scathing letter criticizes Carlos for the firm's direction. Its dealers brought up a number of issues, including the high earnings that made the brand so unique. The dealers stated in their letter that they had been raising the alarm for many years. The rapid degradation of the company's American brands was linked to reckless short-term decision-making in order to secure those earnings. In response, the company highlighted recent gains in sales and market share, as well as a reduction in inventory, which has been a major burden on the business, and it went ahead to query the dealers for publicly voicing their complaints. But the worrisome thing is, this saga didn't just upset dealers, it also threatened with a strike due to Carlos's alleged failure to fulfill its investment promises, and the UAW has been unwavering in its condemnation of the firm. However, the union rejects Stellantis' claim that a strike would be unlawful in these conditions, noting a volatile industry climate, and with reference to what is described as sham grievances, the company filed numerous lawsuits against the UAW. It has also announced a shift reduction at Warren Truck, postponed the reopening of the Belvidere assembly plant in Illinois, and refused to disclose whether production of the Dodge Durango will continue in Detroit or relocate to Canada. Not only that, the company's activities in Italy have also angered Italian unions. In light of this, some experts have questioned the company's strategy because of its upcoming car launches, which heavily emphasize electric vehicles at a time when the sales picture is more complex than it first seemed. The question now is, will this improve the company's financial performance? As if the company's plight was not enough, the firm has also been sued by shareholders after its stock price dropped from $29.18 per share prior to $12.96 per share. Also, Stellantis, which pledged to restrict output and provide steep discounts to boost its company in the U.S., has now lowered its 2024 profit prediction and said it will spend more money than anticipated. Furthermore, Carlos has been under fire from the United Auto Workers Union, auto dealers, and shareholders, and as a result, many analysts have downgraded their recommendations for the company's stock, which has created uncertainty. This poor financial outlook also led to a significant leadership change at Stellantis. Carlos Singa, the North American Chief Operating Officer, and Natalie Knight, the Chief Financial Officer, were among the executives who were replaced. Now, things keep getting worse as there is a growing tension within the United Auto Workers UAW, the labor union that represents American automotive workers, was another major issue Tavares had to deal with. Not only has the UAW been very critical of Stellantis for not fulfilling contractual obligations, it resulted in a 6-week strike that cost the company about 750 million euros in profits and threatened more strikes. While Stellantis continues to solidify its position as one of the largest automakers in the world, it has limited time to find a successor who would guide the company through this difficult time. But what's fascinating, though, is that Stellantis has also alluded to the prospect of Carlos staying with the company longer. Is this going to be feasible? In a news statement announcing numerous other managerial changes, Stellantis revealed that Uwe Hochgeschertz, who is leaving the firm, will be replaced by Jean-Philippe Imperato as Chief Operating Officer of Expanded Europe, while Antonio Filosa, the current Jeep CEO, will be designated Chief Operating Officer of North America. Additionally, Doug Osterman, a former Chief Operating Officer of Stellantis China, will take over as the company's Chief Operating Officer once the current one, Natalie King, leaves. Santo Felici, who will take over as the new CEO of Maserati and Alfa Romeo, will also succeed Maserati CEO David Grasso. Being that the case, Carlos commented on these revisions, saying, "Our duty and ethical responsibility is to adapt and prepare ourselves for the future, better and faster than our competitors to deliver clean, safe, and affordable mobility during this Darwinian period for the automotive industry. The recently hired leadership team members will strengthen and expedite our transition to become the go-to mobility tech firm by contributing significantly to our team's resolve to meet the challenges that lie ahead. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who helped to establish the groundwork for Stellantis' future prosperity," he added. While there have been noticeable leadership changes in Stellantis, it has also prompted a thorough search for a new CEO to guide the company into its next phase of growth. While Stellantis is making it obvious that it anticipates a change in leadership despite the board's declaration that it is unanimous in its support of Carlos, the firm announced that Carlos will retire in 2026. With John Elkann being the chairman of the corporation, he acknowledged a while back that he had begun looking for Carlos's replacement. It's clear that Carlos won't remain in the company as the board now seems to have taken a firm stand. This ruling obviously ends the rumors of a possible contract extension and foreshadows a significant change in leadership. Carlos's departure might rock the whole car industry, involving corporate greed, regulatory incompetence, and a cover-up. Upon dissecting this scandal, a troubling image becomes apparent, an image that poses more queries than it resolves. For more videos like this, subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.